nice drive and nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, it's Shepard. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Turns out it's more. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Blue Devils in the hurry-up.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Out wide left, it's Moore. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second and long here. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Left side is Shepard. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Using his legs, it's Jordan. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to the well. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Sets his feet. It's Mayava. Going long. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Well, guys, I did check in with the Duke head coach coming out of the locker room. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Straight ahead, it's Jordan. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Trojans have this offense rolling. Looking for space. It's Jordan. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Quick give. It's Jordan. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
They'll run it. It's Miller. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got it, looking for the first down. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. So on their first drive of this third quarter, they find themselves in a tie game after that last field goal. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Shepard. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Quickly to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Drops back on 1st down. Got a man. It's Shepard. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hits inside. It's Jordan. Ran through the contact. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Back to throw. It's Mayava. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted, number 19. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They want to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. Turning it on! Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47. And the Blue Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to squeak through the pile. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Between the hashes, it's Anderson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Looking for a crease, it's Jordan. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
The play fake. Out wide, it's Shepard. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. Run in the red zone, it's Shepard.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
One possession game, getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. That gives them a 16-10 lead.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting the kicker.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Trojans sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation.
There he goes. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown Trojans. Once he got some room, it was over.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Looking for room. He's going to get loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. The give and tick, 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 tick. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it back to him. Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
What a season it has been, and it's been great to share it with you. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.